Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday the 29th of July 2024. First video. Had the weekend off, not because I had to take the weekend off. It's just there was absolutely no news at all. None. I think now that we've signed most of our players, I think the transfer speculation has kind of dried up. If we were to sign a few more players, I think they might be loans. So we'll wait and see on that. So I think there's not really any news coming through until this week. And now we go. So today, the tickets for the first game of the season got put up for sale on the new ticketing website. This is from millfc.co.uk. Mill will open their Sky Bet Championship campaign at the Den against Watford on Saturday the 10th of August, kick-off at 12:30 PM, and tickets are now on general sale. This game is a Category A match. Ticket prices will increase by £3 on match days. The club, of course, will be paying tribute to Matija Sarkic ahead of kick-off, and they've already announced the full details for that. The tickets are now being sold through Ticketmaster. Sport, a special Millwall page dedicated to Ticketmaster, not Ticketmaster General. You can't just go to the main Ticketmaster site and buy Millwall tickets. Don't forget that if you're an official or worldwide member and purchase your ticket up until the day before the game, you will receive a £3 reduction on your match day ticket price. Junior line members receive a £2 reduction. If you've got group bookings, you can call that number, they'll do you a deal. And if you're wheelchair support, you need to call that number and they'll sort you out as well. So you can buy online at the new website, you buy on phone, or you buy it at the Millwall ticket office. So, again, now, what is going on with the tickets? Categories. So, on the 2nd of July, Mill will put this on their website. It's a 2024 Championship fixtures match categories. And we've got Category A, Category B, and Category C. And the reason why they do this, each different category will be a price. So all of the games in Category A will be the same price. And all of Oxford United, oh, it's because it's on New Year's Day. All of the games in Category B will be the same price, and all of the games in Category C will be the same price. So that's why they're doing that. They group it into prices. But they didn't tell you here what the prices were. What are the prices? What are the prices? What are they? What are they? Well, if we go to this, but this they have not updated, I believe. Although, because this isn't dated, the thing at the top, it's just a general page, that this hasn't been updated. And one thing I can tell you why I think that is, because it says here over 63s, whereas when you go to the Ticketmaster Mill ticket site, it says over 64s. And if that is true, then what it looks like is that Mill have actually reduced the ticket prices by £1, because all of these numbers are wrong. By £1, they're actually over. So last year's prices are £1 more. So it looks like they have, but I've only looked at the Kitchener Upper. I haven't looked at any other, so maybe they've just made that cheaper and made all the rest the same price, or maybe more expensive. I don't know. But it is a bit confusing because you've got what we've got here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different price bands. Over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different areas in the ground. So 8 times 7, you've got all those different price bands, and that's for Category A fixtures and Category B and Category C. So there you go. So it looks like they haven't updated this. This is still, so we still don't know. Obviously, we know the price for one game, and that's the Watford game. So it looks like they've reduced the price of Category A fixtures by £1. Now you think that, well, that's a lot. Now personally, I have a membership. I've never paid 38 quid for a ticket, because as it says up here, you get a £3 discount if you buy it before the match. But not only that, so here's the thing, so it says match tickets are £3 cheaper if you buy it in advance of match day, but then members get another £3 discount. So is it £6 discount, or it's just £3? So if I'm a member and I buy a ticket for myself and buy a ticket for someone else, an adult ticket that isn't a member, it's £3 off of my ticket and £3 off of their ticket, or it's £6 off my ticket and £3 off their ticket. It's all very confusing. It's all very weird, and you think, well, why are they doing this? It's very complicated. It's very confusing. Why are they doing it? Well, the rules state that in order to charge the opposition a certain price, you have to charge them similar for the view that your own supporters have. So whatever we charge the away fans for the North Stand, we have to charge the exact same price for the South Stand. So what we do is, if we jack up the match day price, because that is technically the price of a ticket for someone who walks up and purchases it, that's going to be inflated. But you can, with secret esoteric knowledge, which I am giving you now and you may or may not already know about, get it cheaper by buying a membership, buying it in advance, using your Armed Forces ID, if you're over 64. So there are various ways to get it down under make it cheaper than it is. But the cheapest way, of course, is to buy a season ticket. And I think if you're planning on missing around 6 games a season, buying a season ticket makes sense for you. Because if you took the price of a season ticket and then took the price of going to every single game, if you take away 6 games from buying it game by game by game, that's about the same price as a season ticket. So that's how that works out. But yeah, that's what's going on. Maybe they'll update this when they got time. I don't know, but I don't know why they just didn't publish the ticket prices when they published the categories. It'd make it a whole lot easier. Maybe they didn't know at the time. That was nearly a whole month ago. But we'll see. Now, moving on to this from southwarknews.co.uk. I've got a clear vision. Neil Harris questioned on who will be Millwall's #1 keeper this season. Lucas Jensen and Liam Roberts have been recruited this summer for the Lions. And there they are. Neil Harris knows who his #1 keeper is, but wants to keep it quiet for now. Millwall have recruited both Lucas Jensen and Liam Roberts in this summer window, with both keepers coming off the back of strong seasons in League One. The Lions signed Jensen from Lincoln City before picking up Roberts, who was on loan at Barnsley last season from Middlesbrough, on a free deal earlier this week. Asked if he had picked his #1 goalkeeper, Lions boss Harris said, I've got a clear vision, but I'm not going to share it with you. What I will say is that Lucas has come in as a slightly younger goalkeeper, but he's played quite a lot of football for his age as a #1, and we have Liam, who's played a lot of football, not loads in the Championship, but comes with huge experience. And we've got 2 goalkeepers that have different abilities, and an opportunity for Andy Marshall to develop both of them, younger, more senior, and what we're hoping is that we can put a unit together that will support each other and fight for the jersey. So there you go. Yes, there you have it. 2 goalkeepers who've proven themselves in League One. Does that translate into the Championship? We're about to find out. We are about to find out. Now, obviously, if we give one a go and then it doesn't work out, we put the other one and give him a go. If both of them don't work out, we're in a bit of trouble. I don't know if it's just because I've noticed it, but there seems to me to be a hell of a lot of goalkeepers moving in this transfer window. Maybe I'm just noticing it because we need to design 2 goalkeepers, but goalkeepers all over the place are moving. It's insane. So there you go. But we'll see how we go. My prediction, I think I said it in a video the other day, Lucas Jensen looks to be one of those who likes to play with the ball with his feet. He comes out, and I'm going to say that if he does that and fucks up and lets a goal in, he might get dropped for the other guy, and then it's up to him to step it up. That's my prediction, so we'll wait for now, but we'll see about that. Now, talking of goalkeepers, we have obviously the other goalkeeper is injured, but apparently he's on the men's super speedy, which is a surprise. Obviously, he's just seen 2 people come in ahead of him, and he's been pushed back to number 3. So this is from southernnews.co.uk. Mill goalkeeper making speedy recovery as Neil Harris waits on fitness news from Spain trip. Connell Truman could be coming back to training earlier than initially expected. Connell Truman could be back sooner than expected, as Neil Harris predicted a speedy return to training for the Millwall keeper. The 28-year-old was set to be missing for 6 weeks after picking up an ankle issue at the beginning of July. At the time, he was Millwall's only senior keeper, but Lucas Jensen and Liam Roberts have both since been recruited to bolster the goalie department. But Harris was still happy to discover, upon returning from the Lions Spanish training camp, that Truman had a positive week of recovery. The Mill boss told News at Den, the positive news is that Connell Truman is closer to training this week, which is vital for us. Elsewhere, Zaya Fleming is nursing a tight calf that saw him miss the final game in Spain against Real Murcia as a precaution, while the club awaits news on the seriousness of the injuries picked up by Myron Wallace and Nino Adam Malachi. Speaking at Calmet Road this morning, Harris added, we'll know more as the day goes on Zion and Nino and Murray. The only senior players who are certain to be missing the championship opener against Watford in 12 days' time are midfielder Billy Mitchell, who has a thigh problem, and winger Adam Mayer, who is out with an ankle injury. Harris said the pair were progressing well. Mill will face Colchester tonight behind closed doors tomorrow before facing their final pre-season game against Southampton on Saturday at the Den. Indeed. And more on that now. Now, it's kind of confusing. This is from livescore.com. They've got it listed as 12 o'clock kickoff. I've also seen another website say 1 o'clock kickoff. I've seen another website that says 11 o'clock kickoff. We don't even know where it's going to be. We assume it's going to be at Calmet Road, but it might be at the Den, to be honest with you, in terms of maybe to get the players acclimatised to playing at the ground. I don't know. They do have, I think they've got a train. Obviously, we got the game against Southampton next week at the Den. Then we've got a training session at the Den. So maybe they're not going to do it at the Den. Maybe it'll be at Calmet Road. But who knows when it's going to kick off. And ironically, I think it's bloody hot. It's going to be hotter here tomorrow than it was in Spain when they were out there. Maybe not, but it's going to be close. So there you go. Now moving on to this. Also, this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, the South London Press's online website. Absolute priority. Mill boss Neil Harris wants to quickly add an attacking end of pitch, attacking end of pitch, with championship opener looming. Millwall head coach Neil Harris is hoping that his attacking options are boosted quickly in the transfer window, with the club's championship opener against Watford less than 2 weeks away. The Lions have added 2 outfield players this summer, with Notts County sharpshooter Macaulay Langstaff and centre-back Japhet Tanganga, a free agent after leaving Tottenham, arriving. The South Londoners look short of creativity in their friendly matches, with chances at a premium against both Nottingham Forest and Real Murcia. Mill have seen last season's loan signings Michael Obafemi and Ryan Longman return to Burnley and Hull respectively. Asked about that, Harris told the South London Press, we're fully aware of that, and it is an absolute priority that we need to add to the top end of the pitch quickly, and it has to be quickly because the season starts Saturday week. Tom Bradshaw is fitter than he was last year, and Kevin Izzet is getting fitter, but still some way to go for peak fitness. And Macaulay Langstaff has got real pedigree. His rate of goal scoring is phenomenal at the lower levels, but he may need some time. Ryan Longman departed the building at the end of his loan spell, and ultimately we are maybe a player short in the area. We know we need to add, and timing is vital because we need to have various options at the top end of the pitch because it is a long season now, and we go straight into a 3-game week in the first week of the season. Yes, awaiting with anticipation and excitement as to who comes in, and that's a priority to the football club at the moment. So yeah, there you go. I have mentioned it before in terms of, so obviously Nino Abdulmalik, and he may be injured, but he's being pigeonholed as a left back. He was playing up front as an outside left for Sutton, so you know, give him a chance and give it an option. Maybe try it in training. So and obviously Tom Leahy. What's Tom Leahy doing? Is he chopped liver? And obviously he can hold the ball up. He's done that in very race way, so he can give it and go. But we'll see. Why not try him against Portsmouth? He might, if he's a revelation. Portsmouth, like I said, Portsmouth are in the same league as us. It might work out. Like if they do well against Portsmouth, then you know that these players, Leahy, Massey, and Malachi, if he's fit, if they do well in that Carling Cup game against Portsmouth, then you know, hello, we may have something here. They may be able to play and start in championship matches. So even though it's not championship, it's a Carling Cup game, and Portsmouth may make some changes as well if we make some changes. But why not give them a go in that game? See how it works out. But yeah, because remember the window will still be open until the end of the month. So we'll see how we go on that. But yeah, just make do with what we got and give them a chance, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and then they'll have to go out on loan and figure out what they did wrong and improve. So now I did share this on the community tab on YouTube. You may have not seen it. I don't think if you need to really be on a phone, I think, to see it really on YouTube. So you might not have seen it if you're using the television or a computer. We have a full match replay of the game from FibraNet TV. That's FIBRA Net TV. It's a Spanish channel, so that all the commentary is in Spanish, which makes it exciting because they're going a mile a minute, but when there's nothing happening. But and it's also very lispy, which may be a bit annoying. So yeah, but the whole game, if you wanted to watch it, and you're not, I don't know. I'm subscribed to Millwall TV Plus, so I don't know how you can get it if you're just logged into Millwall. If you just have a Millwall TV, like a normal one, I don't know if it's available to me because I've got Plus, or if anyone who has a profile can see it. If you know what I mean. And then the thing on that as well, did you buy Millwall TV Plus last year? Did you? Okay. Did you know that it auto renews? So do be aware of that. 50, 60 quid, whatever it was, it's gonna auto renew. Mine is set for 5th of August. I don't know when yours is. Probably this week, because I think this is the week when they brought it out. So be aware of that. If you've changed accounts, different account, you're not using that account and there's no money in it, be aware ahead of the first game of the season that will auto renew this week or the week after, depending on when you purchase it. If you signed the annual 12-month thing, that will auto renew. Some news of another youngster who has found a club. I think it's the third one, the one who's released. So Boateng's gone to Sutton United, Frankie Vid has gone to Glentoran, and we now have Abdulmalik has gone to Boreham Wood. So this is again from the londonnewsonline.co.uk, the South London Press's online website. Released Millwall striker lands National League South transfer. Abdul Abdulmalik signed for National League South side Boreham Wood on a free transfer. The 21-year-old left Millwall as a free agent this summer and was unable to make a first-team appearance after coming through the club's academy. He joined National League side Wilson on loan at the start of the 23-24 season, making 9 appearances. Abdulmalik spent time on trial with Portsmouth in 2021. Wood boss Ross Jenkins said, "I'm delighted to get Abdul on board. He's an exciting player who can change a game with his attacking abilities and speed. Having fresh legs and enthusiasm is key to a squad, and he also adds a different dynamic to our ranks." Indeed. National League South. I think if he can play week in, week out, that's what you need to do. So if he's gone to that level, if he can do that, you need to play. If you're a footballer player, you need to play, especially in men's football. And obviously we wish him well, wish him good luck. But there you go. Now, moving on to this. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, and I said I would remind you when this came into effect. Now, I made a video. It was this video titled "Be Aware: Lewisham Council ANPR Traffic Scam." If you missed it, what's happening? Coldblow Lane, between the two roads under the railway bridges, they are closing the road, but not closing the road. I did the quote, finger quotes, but you can't see that because obviously I'm not on the screen. They are closing this road to vehicles, but they are not closing the road. They are putting up a sign saying that the road is closed and that you can't drive down it, but putting up a camera so that if you do miss the sign and drive through it, they will take a picture of your license plate and send you a fine in the post, which may be £80, £120, £180, whatever it may be. So this is why I'm telling you, because maybe on Saturday when you go down there, if you're going for the Southampton game or if you're going for the Watford game, if you get caught in the traffic on Surrey Canal Road and you think, oh, I'll just drive down this way and I'll go round the houses and get to New Cross that way. If you do that, you will wake up to a shock in 2 to 2 weeks' time to a letter on your doormat with a massive fine. And what is happening now, the reason why I'm saying it's a scam, because they are rushing this out now. It's in effect now, but they're still doing the building work now. So what are they building? Because they're not closing the road off, you see. That's my problem. That's the problem I've got, because they've said they're going to leave it open so that emergency services can go through. But, as I've said, the maps have already been updated to show that it isn't a road anymore. There's a footpath in the middle. It's a dead end either side. So once that map information gets updated to the CAD system from the emergency services, their sat nav will not send them down this way. It will not do it. It will not send them down there. The only way they'll go down there, I guess, if they're chasing a suspect, maybe it's some guy on a moped or whatever. But how often does that happen? That's like a movie thing. When do they do that? They don't. So yeah, this is my problem. If they want to close the road, close the road. Close it. But I believe that this is a scam to try and get Millwall fans, because they're rushing it out for this home game at Southampton and the one before. Like, why are they just doing it now? So yeah, so what it is, obviously there's a consultation with a survey. So if you, like me, are upset about this, then fill in the survey, because if you don't, there's going to be like 100 people, because this survey will be shared by all these lobbying groups, these cyclists, all on their forums where they all talk about Lycra and how good it feels on their nutsack. And they'll tell them, fill in this survey and say how great it is to have no cars coming down it. And this is another thing, like, they're saying it's for safety, obviously the kids going to school. It's school holidays, there's no kids going to school. Another thing, why not then just have it from, you can't drive through there from 6 AM to midnight. But then from midnight to 6 AM you can drive through there. Why don't they do that? How many pedestrians are going to should be walking at night from midnight to 6 AM? How many do you see? I don't see that many. I don't hear that many. So, and this is another thing, yeah. It's just about catching you out, because this isn't permanent. It's temporary. They're getting this survey. And then if enough people say, oh yeah, this is fantastic, they're just going to do it full time. Which means they then might block it off. But I think what they're trying to do now, obviously, if you get 1,000 Millwall fans drive through there, £80 a fine each time, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, that's £80,000. Thank you very much. And then, but then, rather than like a tax where, oh, they're the bad guys, they're taxing you. Oh, you're the bad guy because they made up an artificial rule out of nowhere, and you broke the rule. So you're the naughty boy, and you need to pay a fine. You see how they're flipping it on you. So I'm going to share this in the description below. If you want to find it, just go to Lewisham Council, Coldblow Lane, and it should pop up in a search engine. But I'm going to put the link underneath. Like I said, fill it in and tell them. Like, if you agree, maybe you agree. Maybe you think it should be closed off. But I think my problem is the way they're doing it. Like, they're not trying to find a solution, they're just trying to find a problem. Because let's go back and have a look. So you got this, the pavement is narrow there, it gets even narrower under the bridge. Here's an idea. How about they have a zebra crossing where that tunnel is? That goes, instead of goes from one side of the road to the other, because obviously there's no side of the road where the white brick wall is. But a zebra crossing that goes through the tunnel. So the people walk up to the zebra crossing, push the button, or the pelican crossing, whatever it's called. Push the button, wait for the red light and the cars to stop, and then they walk through the zebra crossing. That's through the tunnel. Why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? Or here's another thing. Why don't they take some of this land, which I assume is owned by Network Rail, maybe it's not, and then take a strip of it, that's about maybe 6 feet wide or 10 feet wide, push the pavement back, and then go build in another tunnel that goes underneath the land that they've just got. Because on the other side is the same. There's like a storage yard there. Just take out a bit of that as well, and let's make it better. Because they can get all kinds of funds, safer road funds from the government. Well, I don't know what the new government's doing. It looks like they're trying to cut spending and hike up taxes. But there are also kinds of green funds and for extra cycling to make it safer and all of this stuff for cycle lanes. There's money everywhere. Get some of that money. But yeah, like I said, this is not a lot of people know about this. If you do drive to games, or you know people drive to games, let them know. Tell them don't go down Coldblow Lane now. Obviously they've started this already on Monday the 29th. God knows how many people they've got on camera. I'm probably going to go down there and get a picture of seeing what they've done, what's the sign that they put up, seeing how obvious it is, and I'll share it, and then let's let everyone know that, like, if you drive down here, they're going to get you, and they'll get you once hopefully, and then you don't do it again. But that's what they want to do. So yeah, on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.